Guys, so I was really hoping that I didn't have to do another update on this situation. However, here I am. It is Sunday night and I just got back from the barn. That's the reason for the look. Anyway, so I didn't go to the barn yesterday. Wishing that I had now. So what I'm about to say is based on what another boarder and my barn manager have said. You've heard an update from Day by Day, and she's awesome. Thank you so much, Laura, for updating. I have not wanted to really post anything after the backlash that I received last week. As it stands, the so-called vets that went out didn't go out. The owner of those horses refused to allow the Ontario SPCA vets to go on property. He had promised that he would have his own vet come out. That has yet to happen. As of yesterday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and this is coming straight from another boarder who was at the barn at the time, said, I didn't take any photos, but feel free to give my name and number to anyone and I'd be happy to tell them what I saw. Dealing with the SPCA and the police yesterday was awful. Everyone sympathized, but they all kept saying that there was nothing they could do. Eventually, the OSPCA dispatcher called the police and her supervisor directly, and they finally sent an officer at 9 p.m. That officer that showed up at 9 p.m. was representing the OSPCA. What had happened and what spurred on this phone call yesterday was that one of the horses was on the ground, laying out flat, and had been for several hours. And the other boarder had started calling at 3:30 p.m. When she got to the barn, said that barn manager had said that he had been down for about an hour. She arrived at 3:30 p.m. ish. So I guess he had fallen or laid down around 2:30 ish. And he was still down when she left at 5:15. And I was still on the phone with the OSPCA. Then barn manager messaged her at 9 p.m. saying that they had got him up. But she doesn't know for sure what time that he did get up. I do know that a lady from another barn and some other ladies went over there and tried to help the horse. Luckily, he had already gotten himself up on his own. There was absolutely no water in the trough last night. When the police walked all the way around, and so the police had arrived and they had talked to the barn manager. The other girls had gotten there and the horse was up already. I did see the horse today and he was moving around. He didn't look that great. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I know with regards to last night. So basically it just was that the horse had gone down and was down for several hours. I don't know if the horse had been up and down. I mean, like, a horse down for several hours is really not a good thing. But I trust the boarder that I board with, and she really didn't think that the horse would make it. The SPCA, Ontario SPCA, is doing nothing. So many people have called. They've called the police. They were inundated with phone calls, and here we are 1 week later and still nothing. I contacted CTV News. I contacted City News. Nothing. My next step is to call Global News. I want to go up and enjoy my horse, and all I'm doing is worrying about these poor horses. I've had to block many people on Facebook due to the harassments the harassing comments and the bullying comments and different things through private messenger. I don't need to deal with that. I know what I'm doing is from the heart, and I'm doing it for the horses. I'm just trying to help these horses. Now, I did a little bit of research as well. There's another farm called Whispering Ridge Ranch, and this was back in 2015. Like literal horse bodies and dogs. Google it, Whispering Ridge Ranch, Ontario, horse rescue. And the OSPCA literally said, oh, there's nothing that we can do. The article on Global. Okay, so basically the little watch above, because there's a video there, says, Global News has discovered more historic allegations against a woman who runs a self-described horse sanctuary. Questions raised reveal a lack of oversight and transparency at the OSPCA. And then if you go down, countless bones are unearthed. Horses just, it's disgusting. Said she reported the discovery to the OSPCA, and an investigator went out to have a look, but said there was nothing that they could do. Really? Dead horse bodies with live horses out in the field, and there's nothing that they can do? Are you kidding me? More proof that the OSPCA here in our area, the Newmarket office, they feel, in my view, that they are corrupt. There's nothing more to say about it, really. They're not doing what they're supposed to do, which is save animals. Okay, yes, they're overwhelmed, okay, but that's their job. They need to get out there and do something, and I'm not entirely sure what to do about it. I put this out onto social media. I've been in pretty close contact with Day by Day Vlogs with Laura. I've been updating her as she's been helping me out with giving updates, because she's got a much larger subscribers following than I do. And I think what we need to do is continue to call the SPCA and question, contact news outlets, specifically Global. That's who I'm going to be contacting, since they seem to be into these things and actually care. So Global News here in Ontario, Toronto, generally. I've only seen 3 horses today. I don't know where the other 2 are. As of last week, there were 5 horses. I saw 3 today. Luckily, gratefully, 2 of them had blankets on. One, the black pony, did not have a blanket on. But the other 2 did have blankets. But of course, you put a blanket on and it keeps them warm. You can't, they're also great at hiding what they actually look like. By the way, I hope that the volume on this is working. I took it into I took it into the store, and they did something or other, try to clear out the mic, and so hopefully that's working. I don't know. If anyone has any suggestions on what to do with regards to this whole situation, I'm up for suggestions besides just ignore or leave it alone. I'm witch hunting, I'm stalking, which is not the case at all. I really don't care about the owner at this point. I do feel that he has serious issues. There's 2 kids that live there, apparently. I've never seen them. But there are children, 2 boys that live there, 13 and 10. Dogs. I saw 1 dog, a border collie, today, very, very briefly from a distance, and those horses did not have water today. They did have some hay. I don't know why the horse fell, like if it actually fell down, or if it was so cold that it collapsed, or if it was starting to colic and they managed to, right itself. I don't know. I'm not a vet. I wasn't there, so I'm just going by what another border had told me. And the police officer representing the OSPCA last night said that they are really getting onto it now and going to try to get the ball rolling with this because, like I said, no vet, like stated, the SPCA is supposed to be checking in on them. I don't believe it because clearly they're not doing anything. And how many horses are going to have to suffer and die before they actually do something? That's my question. So, what I'm going to do first thing tomorrow morning is I'm going to be getting on the phone and calling the SPCA again. I didn't feel there was any point in calling today because today's Sunday, and I figured first thing Monday morning, more people are in and easier to get a hold of someone. I'm going to be questioning them, and I am currently drafting a letter to Global, which I'm actually going to phone them as well, follow it up with a phone call or with the email to Global News and try to get the ball rolling with that. So as much as these people and the police and whatnot don't call the York Region Police, please. Like, don't call the police. Call the SPCA and just keep questioning them. Something needs to be done. The SPCA, the Ontario SPCA needs to be held accountable to help these animals. That's what their job is. And if they can't handle the job, that they need to find somebody who will. So yeah, that's basically my update from a week after this all started. And I want to thank everyone for your support and your understanding and your continued support, and I hope that you will continue to support and help, and I hope and I pray that something positive comes from these horses in this whole situation. I hope they get out safely somehow. I don't know how, but yeah, it's not like it's getting any warmer. It's very fluid. The situation is very fluid. Things are happening and like nonstop. Things are changing. The truths are coming out. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can say. And I'm sorry for rambling on so much. But yeah, I've been speechless since Wednesday. I've been speechless because I was informed that the SPCA was not going to be doing anything and they were just going to monitor and then take action if care could not be maintained. Care has not been maintained. It hasn't even started to be maintained. There's never been a vet out. There's never been the so-called blood work taken. The mayor is doing nothing as well, so he thinks that they're all fine. Anyway, I want to thank you all again so much for your support. If you want to contact the Ontario SPCA Newmarket branch, go for it. Apparently there's a head office down in Hamilton. I think it's Hamilton. There's a main head office which will be contacted as well, and because each OSPCA office is independent. So that being said, I'm going to let you all go. Thank you for listening. I hope you made it this far. Thank you if you have. I'll keep you updated as things happen. So catch you guys later and have a good evening. Stay warm.